FreeCAD. FreeCAD is very simple, but only if you get the basics first. And because the stuff about constraints is hard to find, I want to make this easy for you. This is how FreeCAD starts up. Just close the start. We go straight to 2D drawing with the Sketcher workbench. Workbenches, Sketcher, click. We take a new document. We make a new sketch. XY plane is great. Now we see some stuff here which will fill up later. Here are the elements we can draw. Here are constraints. We start with something simple, say a dot or a line, but actually a rectangle is just a little bit more fun. Click, click, rectangle. With the right button we enter command. Click. Now we see a bunch of constraints here and elements. Remember, a rectangle is just 4 lines. 4 lines. The rectangle has 4 coincidence constraints, meaning that the end of this line coincides with the end of this line, that is this dot. For example, select this, a green dot here, or let's take this one here, that is this green point. The lines are also horizontal and vertical. For example, this is a vertical line and this is a horizontal line. You see here the green. Okay, we can do anything we want here. There are 4 degrees of freedom left under constraint. We need to add constraints to fix this. Let's locate the rectangle at a point. The only point we have is the origin here at this point. So let's take this point here. We want to locate it at this point, a green and a green. And we do a coincidence. Coincident, click. There it is. Let's add some sizes. I take a point here and a point there, and I have a dimension for, let's say, the distance is something. It's green. Now here you see a dimension showing up. You can place the dimension anywhere you want, but it is about the horizontal distance between those 2 points. We see the constraints are added here. This is the origin, this is the length. The length must be something specific. This is of course just the starting point. Let's say we want 100 millimeters. 100, enter. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in or out. We want to zoom more. Drag the mouse wheel to pan. So we have a nice view on this thing here. Still 1 degree freedom left. You see, we can only change this one here. So let's fix this. For example, another distance here. A point, a dimension. Let's take the vertical distance. Let's say 50 millimeters, 50, enter, and the thing is green. The rectangle is fully constrained. We have a real rectangle here, and we have control. We can just change length here. We can also remove the constraints from view. Sorry, let's do this here. But sometimes you want to see them. Now, actually, this is the difficult stuff. Everything else is simple. You can find out yourself. But I have some time left, so let's make a little bit nicer rectangle. Let's remove some constraints here. With Control or Shift, hit the delete button. Yeah, gone. We have again 4 degrees of freedoms. We can do a number of things here because not constrained. Right? Let's pen a little bit here. Let's say we still want actually kind of a rectangle thing, so let's select those 2 sides here and say they must be parallel, which is different from horizontal, right? We go to parallel here, like this. 2 degrees of freedom. Well, perhaps we want also these 2 parallel. Let's say, oh wait, the horizontal distance is probably not what we want. Let's make here the distance between the points. I select the dimension, hit the delete key and make a new dimension. Click, click, distance, just plain distance, 100. Now, what are the degrees of freedoms left? Oh, wait. Do you want a diamond or do you want a parallelo, whatever? Or you want a rectangle? We want a rectangle. Well, let's say, whatever, we make the angle between this and this one here. You can either select perpendicular or an angle. Let's take 90 degrees, but you can also take another angle, of course. 1 degree freedom left. Okay. Well, let's fix this angle here and there. Let's make it 45 degrees. Hey, the rectangle is still green. Green again. So you see how easy it is to get all kinds of shapes just by adding constraints, just the way you want it. Very flexible. Have fun and good luck.